Hi, Zobo1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox One. And people who have kept up to date with my community feed, this is the video you've been waiting for. I'm just going to say that, and then I'm going to get into the video proper. So we have an interesting discussion today about people who menu log or menu logging. Now I get sent a lot of clips of people combat logging, menu logging and logging out of the game during combat. Because I do videos about people doing that, people send me a lot of clips of that. A lot of the clips I get sent are inconclusive. A lot of the clips I get sent have no context. So I tend to ask the person involved what happened. Now Dark Owl had this run-in with one commander. I've left his name out because I'm not using the footage. I'm just showing you what how it goes. So, you know, I explained I do a YouTube channel. I had a video that he looked like he menu quit. So I just wanted to ask him if it was a 15-second timer or a combat log, and and just say to him, basically, I do an escape and evade guide. You don't have to feel like you have to quit to escape people in open. I don't want people to ever feel like that. I want to encourage as many commanders as possible to play in open. I love the open environment. There are dangers in playing in open. There are risks playing in open, as this guy in his shieldless anaconda's finding, which is why I'm being very gentle with him, and I'm just 2 limpets worth of cargo, not firing my frags at him because my frags would tear him a new one. I've got to be careful because the frags on this ship are quite brutal. They are grade 5 engineered. The ship is mostly grade 5 engineered. There's a couple of bits I'm a bit lazy on. I think I need a few more materials for a few more bits, but I'm not the best at engineering ships. I am woefully lazy. But this clipper is basically a conveyance for a size 7 hatchbreaker limpet and 4 frag cannons, and it's just fast with paper fin shields for a bit of fun. Now this is what the guy responded with, and he said, long story short, he'd only been playing briefly, and he had menu quit, which is fine. And he also called Dark Owl Dread Pirate Roberts. He did this directly to Owl in the comments that Owl got back from him, and he did it again when he spoke to me. And that kind of did 2 things for me. One, it aged the guy, or at least gave me a good indication of how old he was, and also it endeared me to him because I kind of like the reference. And I elected, instead of using the clip on YouTube to shame this guy for what was a menu log, which isn't technically cheating but is very heavily frowned upon in the community, I elected to have a conversation with him instead, be nice to him, and let it slide. If I put a video out every time I have a menu logger or a combat logger, my channel would be nothing else. I run into so many, it's ridiculous, and 90% of them are dealt with a nice, polite, message. A lot come back to take their rebuy when I've discussed it with them. A lot are resolved without having to be put on YouTube or without being put on YouTube. I advised this guy to join Noop, and and said, open's not that bad, roleplay pirates aren't that bad, and I had to explain the Dread Pirate Roberts reference to Owl, because Owl is so young he doesn't get the reference, which I know to some people is complete conceivable. Yeah, and if you don't get the reference, don't worry, it just means you're not that old either. For those of you who do get the reference, hello, we're about the same age. Well done. Or you might be a little bit younger, but you're not one of the youngsters. Now what follows is a sequence of gameplay that happened when I was pirating in Alcor, and Pirates R Us were in system in his Type 7. He was also pirating in his Type 7 pirate ship. Yes, that's right, a Type 7 pirate ship. And this is what happened. I warn you now, this gets very weird as we go forward from here.
And it seems that Skaz has dropped in here. And this guy wants a fight. Yeah, I pulled him to see if he had cargo, and then as I was leaving, he's decided to start shooting. Right.
Right, back to it.
getting my canopy quite well is the only thing. And he's running already. Skaz was here the whole time, is the thing. And he low weight. And slow weight for some reason. Oh. And there goes his low weight.
Ready to engage. 3, 2, 1, engage.
And I'm finishing him off. Once I'm done interdicting you. And he's resisting. Or he's in the process of logging now.
Bounty incurred.
Yeah, but I think, yeah, because he's not here. Yeah, he definitely menu logged because I was able to win the interdiction. He was just facing in one direction. Just like the band.
He's gone.
Yep.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
So that was the encounter, totally in its entirety. Now I will say at this point, do not pester this guy, do not witch hunt this guy, you know, do not go after this guy. For all I know, he's a lovely person. You know, whether he logged or menu logged, there's just not enough real evidence. I mean, he did get back to the menu before his ship did, which indicates a log most likely, but it's hard to tell. And logging in Super Cruise during an interdiction is kind of sketchy. You know, it's a something of nothing, complete storm in a teacup. Now, I obviously messaged the guy, which is what I do after one of these encounters, because I'm always like digging for that bit of information as to whether they logged or menu logged. You know, just generally gauging their attitude, seeing if they want to come back and take a rebuy. And like I say, a lot of these conversations end with the person, you know, being quite contrite and apologetic, and they're the sort of ones that don't go on YouTube. I've often said, you've got to work hard to get on my cheats playlist, because if I did a video about every logger I encounter, I would do nothing else on my channel. Absolutely nothing else. So I sent them usual message, something like that, shake my head. He called me a moron. I said, rude and a cheat, well done. He said, rude? Nope, you try hard at that praise on week that's fully engineered. Nothing but a utter little scrub. Well, okay, I have got a grade 5 engineered ship. I don't know how that makes me a tryhard. I mean, at this stage in the game, Horizons is open to everyone. You should be working on your engineering. If you're not, I'd worry about it, because, you know, as this Anaconda is finding, my grade 5 engineered frags are really super strong, even though my shields on this ship are super thin paper. But, you know, it is basically a conveyance for a size 7 hatch breaker. It's a pirate ship, not a combat ship, and it isn't really a sweaty tryhard ship. Then we had this conversation. Now I checked with Pirates R Us, and this is what he said happened. He disagrees with this person's version of events.
No! I let him go, then he decided to shoot me. He took 5% off my hull, and then took like 70% off my canopy. How rude.
Now I must admit I didn't even consider that footage to be pretty much of any interest to me. It wasn't like this, a successful bit of piracy, where I'm up against an anaconda that I'm trying to persuade to leave, who's trying to do me in with beam lasers and missiles. Missiles. I'm in a lightweight clipper with paper fin shield. Leave me alone. Don't hit me with missiles. I'm trying to encourage him to leave because I want that cargo and not a kill. That's what I'm after, is the cargo. Unfortunately, while I'm messing around in that screen, he takes my shields out, and I'm like, oh, damn it. Now I've got to put 4 pips in the engines and just really whiz about a bit, and hopefully persuade him to leave before I do him damage he can't walk away from. So anyway, I continued this conversation with this gentleman, pointing out that it wasn't a baseless accusation of cheating. I mean, I had recorded him either menu logging or logging. One is cheating, the other one is really frowned upon in the community, and a lot of people consider to be technically cheating. You know. And then suddenly, he starts whizzing off saying he's going to take legal action against me. Now, I've been doing YouTube a long time. I'm fully aware of the law regarding YouTube and consent. I don't need your consent to show my gameplay footage, which is what I'm showing, my gameplay footage. Also, you have no expectation of privacy in a open online game that you're playing. If you think I have to get permission from everyone I play against before I can post the video, I'm sorry, you're living in Fantasyland. I mean, imagine, how would I ever post a PUBG gameplay? Do I have to get permission from the other 99 players in the lobby? I don't even know who they are. You know, it's not possible to get consent forms sent out and signed, and there's no need to. But he comes in with legal threats. He's going to call the police on me, and honestly, I couldn't care less, because I know the law and I know Microsoft Terms of Service. I would recommend you read the Microsoft Terms of Service as to your rights for your own gameplay. I could actually show your gameplay of the incident and I wouldn't even be in breach. But showing my own gameplay, I'm certainly not in breach of anything. Like I say, I'm not calling for a witch hunt on this person, I'm not calling for anything. I just find it mildly amusing that somebody would go to that length. And if you didn't do anything wrong, why are you taking such a stance and threatening legal action if that clip was showed? It was only a minor clip and a storm in a teacup. That's all. Thank you very much for watching. I had to give him the only response I could.